Hey friends. Okay, so this is my very first devotional that I've shared on YouTube. I'm very excited about sharing this with others, and it's one of those things I can't not share it. God has been so clear that He wants me to do this that He's just been on me for weeks, and I think preparing me for years even. When I wrote, a lot of times when I was writing, God was telling me this is going to be used for others. And I've gotten in this habit of studying the Word, and it's just really sweet the way God talks to me while we study. And I've been writing it down, and just recently have started sharing it with others. And so at their prompting and at the Lord's prompting, I'm going to start sharing this because it seems to bless more than just me. So I've come over here to my church because the internet is a whole lot faster here. And so I just uploaded my welcome video, and I thought I need to have a devotional to go with it. Well, there's a devotional that God gave me, and so I'm going to read that. So I've come in one of the offices to record this, so I'm not in my own home, but that's okay. What I want to share with you today is from John 14:27. This is such a beautiful passage. It's, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." This passage, I started meditating on this passage a few days ago and just going over and over in my mind and getting it in there and praying about it. And then what I like to do is look it up in a lot of different translations. I use Bible Gateway. It's one of my favorite ways to do that. And I can just type in the verse, push a little button, and all these other translations show up. And then I can go and write down what these different parts of the verse mean from other translations. And I feel like I get a more rounded meaning of it. And eventually I'm going to learn how to study Hebrew and Greek. And someone just told me today that on Bible Hub that you can hover over a word and it'll pop up the Hebrew and Greek. So I'm going to be trying that sometime soon. But I'm going to go back and read this verse with you and share with you the other translations. Oh, by the way, my son, he thought it would be good for you to see what my journal, what I'm looking at. This is my journal. This is what I do. This is what I write on. And so maybe that will satisfy the curious. But peace I leave with you. My peace is the legacy I leave to you. Peace of mind and heart. My perfect peace. It's really shalom. It's the shalom peace that He gives us. He says, my own perfect shalom peace. Shalom is wholeness. That means well and whole. I mean, this is what everybody's looking for. Everybody's longing for peace and trying to find it anywhere they can. And so often it's done with substitutes that really don't last, really don't work. But God's word, Jesus, He says, you can find that deep, whole, healing peace in me. So He says, my own perfect peace I now give to you. I bequeath it to you. I'm giving you my shalom, the kind of peace that only I can give. It's not as the world gives. My gift is nothing like the peace of this world. It isn't fragile. It doesn't leave you feeling abandoned or bereft. So let not your heart be troubled. So it says, don't yield to fear. Yielding to fear is a choice. When we're driving and we come to a yield sign, we slow down and we let another car go in. If we yield to fear, we're slowing down, letting fear come in. And this is saying, don't do that. We don't have to allow that to happen. We can make a choice. So don't yield to fear. Don't let yourselves be upset or distressed. Neither let it be afraid, meaning neither let your heart be afraid. Don't be frightened. Don't be daunted. Don't be cowardly, but be courageous. Amplified Version says, let my perfect peace calm you in every circumstance and give you courage and strength for every challenge. That's a good word. The AMPC version is amplified with C. I don't know what that means. But it says, stop allowing yourselves to be agitated and disturbed. Do not permit yourselves to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly and unsettled. So after I write this, I'll read it over, meditate it on some more, and then that turns into a prayer to God. Abba, that's usually what I call him, is my Abba Daddy. Abba, what a gift, your peace. You give me your very own peace. It's you. It's your spirit. It's part of you. You have given me a part of you to live in me. This peace, this shalom peace, this perfect peace, you have given me to make me whole and well in both mind and heart. I don't have to succumb to that frail, fragile, fallible way of thinking, that temporary, circumstantial peace of this world. It leaves me agitated, fearful, and unsettled. But your shalom peace brings calm and courage and confidence. You strengthen me for every challenge. Yes, Lord, may your peace permeate every part of my being as I yield to you, as I yield to your spirit and your way. I tell you, every time I read this, I'm moved by it again, because I feel like it's the Holy Spirit speaking, and this is not in my mind what to write ahead of time. It just flows through, and then I'm always amazed when I go back and read it. But here comes the precious part. Now God speaks to me, and I get to write his words down. And this isn't just for me, because if he's been nudging me to share this with others, that means that this is for you. Now, he calls me his sparrow. And there's a whole story behind that I'll put here on YouTube eventually. But he calls me his sparrow. So this is his letter to me, or to us. My precious sparrow. My peace is always there for you. You never have to go without it. If you feel yourself becoming upset, worried, or distraught, then know you're not living in my peace. Trade in that fragile substitute for my everlasting, never failing, solid shalom. It's always there for you. It's my gift to you. I don't want you to walk a day or even a moment without it. I gave my life in order for you to have it. Please don't live a day without it. It just does my heart good to hear that again. He wants us to have this peace. He gave everything in order for us to have this peace, and it's possible to have it. Such a precious gift. You know, as I've studied this, parts of this keep coming to mind throughout the day, and when I find myself becoming agitated or worried, that I should remember, wait a minute, I don't have to yield to that. I can trade it in for God's peace. And so I've been trying to practice that. I hope this has been a blessing and an encouragement to you.